I'm Ellen with Classroom Unbound, and today I'm going to share with you our preschool curriculum. For those of you who may be new to my channel, welcome and thank you for tuning in. I'm a homeschooling mom of a 7, 6, and 4-year-old. So in public school, they would be going into 2nd grade, 1st grade, and pre-K or K4, depending on where you are. So today I will talk about what I'm using for my 4-year-old. So she does have the benefit of having 2 older brothers in homeschool, and with children, more is caught than taught. So she does participate at least in listening to everything that we do in the homeschool room. So even if she isn't sitting at the table and filling out a worksheet, she's still listening and catching on to so many things. So I think we do need to credit that part of homeschooling as well. Just because we are in different grades or maybe working on different things, we're still hearing each other engage in conversation and listening to the read alouds and the literature and all that stuff. So if you're interested in watching what I'm using for my 7 and 6-year-old, I'll post a link in the video for you to do that. But today I'm just going to focus on those things that I'm just using for her. So like I said, it's more relaxed with her because she is 4. I still want her to enjoy being small, being little, but I do feel that she can be taught things. Just as a child can know that a cat says meow, they can know that the letter C says k. So it's the same principle in my mind. So every day we'll go over a few letters at a time or sing the alphabet, we'll count things. It could be more in a natural setting. So if we're setting the table and let's say my husband isn't home for dinner and I say, okay, usually we need 5 forks, but daddy's gone, so how many forks do we need? So those are just ways that I introduce those simple math concepts to her in a natural way. But I will be showing you the actual physical things that I will be using to help teach her this year. So here's an overview of what I will be using for the year. So only a couple of these are actually curriculum, and the rest are, I just wanted to show you things that I will just use that are academically related but might be in a more fun setting. So we'll start down here. So just a set of alphabet flashcards, and I use these mostly when we take trips. So if we're sitting on a bus or a train or in the car, I'll hold up a flashcard and see if she knows it. So lately our favorite game has been I hold up a card, and if she knows the letter, she gets the card, and if she doesn't, I put it back in the pile. And that's basically the game. Or we'll just take them out and spell her name or spell different things that do not require doubles of any letters because there's only one of each in there. Well, there's uppercase and lowercase, but if we're just using all lowercase, then there's only one of each. So this is just a fun thing that I keep in my bag for traveling. These, my first hidden pictures and dot to dots, these little books are just also things that I keep for traveling. So we're just, it's a search and find type of book where we're just looking for different things and can color the scenes, and the same with the dot to dot. We also have an alphabet one, and my daughter has put it somewhere, and I have no idea where she put it. It's probably in her backpack. But I couldn't find it in time for this video, and I still wanted to show you. So these are the things that we use on trips, in addition to my pretty pink sticker and doodling purse. So same type of idea. Oops, it goes this way. It has stickers, and we just talk about what we see and place the stickers on there. And this is something I usually work together with her because the stickers can be kind of hard to take out on her own. So I'll take the stickers out, and then like this one, we worked on this page the other day on the bus and put the stickers where they go, and then we just have little conversations. What will you pack for a trip to the beach? And we talk about these, and I ask her if she would take anything else. So a lot of the preschool education to me is about conversation and playing together and just, asking questions. This is also another thing that we use. Like my sons are in Taekwondo, and this is something I take with us just to kind of ask while we're sitting on the side waiting for them, just asks little questions. So, oops, which animal is the wrong color? And she has to pick it out. What number is this? So just real simple, 4 to 5-year-old preschool type of questions. We have developing the early learner. So I have the 1 through 4 in this series. And I like this book because it's more of like a logical thinking type of book. And it also has some beginning phonics type of things. So for instance here, a child will listen with their eyes closed and you make 2 different sounds. So then they would circle where the sound's the same, where the sound's different. Here, color the pictures if they are identical. Here we worked on this, so it's like tracing. And here, may I try kicking your new, and then they have to find the answer. So I like these books to build those beginning thinking skills. These are magazines that we have. So we have High Five, Let's Go, and we'll read through this. And there's some search and find in here as well. And lots of opportunity for discussion, and then more hidden pictures. We also have, I just actually started a subscription to National Geographic for kids. So we'll have that coming as well. And then I just put this as an example. Search and find books from the library are so much fun. So we will find a lot of those, find as many as we can, and use those as well. And then the more academic stuff here. So my first school book, we usually will start school in the morning with some writing. So the boys have their Handwriting Without Tears books, and she has hers. So we started school this week, and she has already started in here. And I tell her the directions on the page, and if she wants to do more or add to it, I'm totally fine with that. Or like this one, I told her to color all the fireworks. She wanted to color these 2, and then the people, I'm totally fine with that as well. I'm not really strict on if she follows every rule exactly. Here, she had to color the bugs, and here, trace their path, and that's all we've done so far this week. And also, the Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading. This is what I'm using to teach her to read. For the first, I don't know, I think about 26 lessons, it's learning each letter and letter sound. I don't take out this book and sit her down and open up and we're on lesson 3. I just know the first 26 are the letters. So I use these or the alphabet cards or these magnetic things that I have either hanging on the refrigerator or hanging on the whiteboard in the schoolroom. And we'll just casually talk about letters and what sounds. And if I'm cooking, for instance, I might ask her, what does cat start with? What sound starts cat? Or, it's a question similar to that. And it's just more relaxed, but she's still learning in a sense. And then I also have dice for counting and simple addition. And then these story cubes that we got at, I think, Chick-fil-A over the summer. So we roll it, and we have like 3 of them. We roll it and, okay, make up a story with a fountain. And then my boys like to play this game too. So we'll all make up a story about a fountain somehow. And sometimes we'll roll like 3 cubes, and then we have to incorporate all 3 things into the story. And sometimes the stories get really silly. So that's a lot of fun. And then here I have just our little art caddy, and it has all the things that one would need to create beautiful art projects. And that's something that I keep out here on the table, along with a box of Clorox wipes, because things get written on by accident, and that's totally fine. Like on the floor, on the table, if they're just coloring or dot markering, accidents happen. And lastly, I have this shelf, which I have now designated as her work area. Before I had toys and books on there, but I thought it might be easier for her to see school options if it were laid out on a shelf as opposed to being hidden off in my binder somewhere where she can't see it. So I have an abacus at the top, and this is right next to our morning time area. There's scrap paper on the ground here, or not scrap paper, but paper she can use to color or draw with. I have not found like a bin to put those papers in, but my goal sometime this month is to find something to put the papers in. So this is how a typical week will look. So for instance, this week we're talking about the letter A, and I just have different activities for her, and she can come and pick out whichever one she wants. This one is just a tracing. I've laminated this so she can do it more than one time. And then has been her favorite so far, and she keeps coming back to this one. But put these in order. This is also something that I have laminated and can just keep for the future. This is a Disney cupcake game, which we play and create different cupcakes. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. And we create different cupcakes and match them up according to the cards. We have a coloring book, basic hangul, write and wipe book, and then also a Kumon tracing book. So this is always available for her to work on at some point throughout the week. My goal is for her to finish everything. And if she hasn't navigated towards something, like so far she hasn't picked this one up, then one of these days, like maybe by Thursday or so, I would take this and sit down with her and tell her, let's color this together. And then she's always up for working together with mom. So that's how I would push her, for lack of better words, into doing something that she hasn't done herself. But again, it's relaxed. If she's adamant about not wanting to do something, that's totally fine. We'll just come back to it later at some other point in time. Other resources I use to teach preschool are Teachers Pay Teachers, and then of course Pinterest. And I love Pinterest because I can create boards on different things, and something might pop up on there, and I have a future board that I can go to when the time comes that I want to find different activities or things to use on there. I hope you've enjoyed looking at what our preschool will look like this year. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.